Welcome to Comics Off the Top. My name's Adam, and in this video we'll be previewing and discussing the next Marvel comic to drop on the Veve app in NFT form. That is Marvel Spotlight number 5. Marvel Spotlight number 5 is a key Bronze Age comic that features the first appearance of Johnny Blaze, also known as Ghost Rider. The comic will be dropping on Monday, 28th of Feb, to celebrate the final day of Black History Month. Yeah, that's an interesting choice for the last day of Black History Month. I guess there's a lot of black on the front cover. I don't know what Veve's thinking with that one. Anyway, the book will drop with 5 variant covers in a $6.99 blind box format. There will be 30,000 mints as usual for this drop. There will be the common, which is the OG cover from the original book, the uncommon, which is the same but with a grayed out background, the rare and ultra rare, which is exclusive art made for the Veve NFT release, and of course the secret rare featuring art from inside the original book of Johnny Blaze. The rare and ultra rare was created by Italian-based comic book artist Valerio Giangiordano, who has been working in the comic scene for a few years. His style is so raw, dark, and savage. Not surprisingly, he was selected as the cover artist for the series of Savage Avengers from issue number 8 all the way until its completion in issue 28 in 2022. Such great art that creates a savage beauty, and this Ghost Rider cover is no different. I'm sure these will be hotly contested on the marketplace. But onto the fun stuff. Released in 1972, this is a key Bronze Age comic featuring the first appearance of the Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze. I feel like since this book was released in the 70s, you have to kind of say his name like you're commentating a monster truck rally. What do you think? Johnny Blaze was the lead character of the Marvel Spotlight book from issues 5 through to 11. The character was created by writer Gary Friedrich, artist Michael Plug, and editor Roy Thomas, which was also the same team that took Johnny Blaze after issue 11 to his own book with Ghost Rider number 1 in 1973. Marvel Spotlight was one of those 3 trial books that was created by Stan Lee as he moved from writing and editing Marvel Comics to the president and publisher of it. The other 2 books being Marvel Premiere, from which we've seen issue 21 on the app so far, and Marvel Feature, which we have yet to see on the app at all. But if I had to forget which issue from Marvel Feature we will see first, I'm going to go with number 1, as it's the first appearance and origin of the Defenders as a team. Interestingly, Johnny Blaze wasn't the first iteration of the Ghost Rider in Marvel Comics. The first Marvel Comics writer was the Western character in 1967. Carter Slade was killed but came back as a spectral Ghost Rider and given the usual ghost-like powers of intangibility and stuff like that. However, when the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider character was later created, this version of Ghost Rider was renamed to the Phantom Rider. But back to Johnny Blaze! Okay, I'll stop there now, I promise. I think the joke has run its course. So, the origin of the Ghost Rider / Johnny Blaze is all kinds of tragic. You think Spider-Man losing Uncle Ben was sad? That's nothing compared to Johnny. What about Batman having both parents murdered in front of his eyes? Not even close. Johnny Blaze managed to lose not 1 or 2 parents, but 4 parents, which leads to him becoming the Ghost Rider. I'm going to do a quick rundown of these, but most of these come out in the book, so you can just read it for yourself. But here is my list of Johnny Blaze's Greek tragedy of an upbringing. Number 1. His mum, Naomi, left his father and took Johnny's brother and sister with her, but left Johnny with the dad. So, Johnny has to deal with the abandonment issue of being the only kid his mother didn't want. 2. Dad, Barton, dies in a motorcycle accident, which leads Johnny to being adopted to his dad's friends and fellow motorcycle stunters, Mona and Craig, Craig's nickname being Crash. Seriously, a motorcycle stunter, and his nickname is Crash. He's not lasting long, is he? Number 3, his adopted mother, Mona, dies in a motorcycle accident, which his reckless driving caused the motorcycle to explode and kill her in front of his own eyes. Number 4, and this is the one that really hurts. His adopted father, Crash, remember that guy, gets diagnosed with cancer, didn't see that one coming, but not being able to go through the pain of losing another parent, Johnny makes a deal with a demon that he thinks is actually Satan. The deal is to cure Crash's cancer. In exchange, he becomes a servant of the demon and spends eternity in hell, which works, and his adoptive father is cured of cancer, and they live happily ever after. Not really. But only 2 pages later, after giving up his mortal soul for eternity of servitude to an evil demon, Crash lives up to his name and dies trying to jump a world record 22 cars on his motorcycle. What the hell, man? Who in their right mind would create a character with a backstory like this? Oh, that's right. It was these guys. Ghost Rider is one crazy ass character. An anti-hero at the best of times and a straight villain at other times, Ghost Rider is one of those characters that can only really work in comics. And to date, that seems pretty accurate when you think about the attempts to move the character to live action. In 2007, we got a Ghost Rider film from Sony. It starred Nicolas Cage and was, yeah. It was, yeah. But hey, at least Nicolas Cage was like really, Nicolas Cagey. But then, somehow, the film also got a follow-up. Nicolas Cage returned as Johnny Blaze in Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance in 2012, and that film was... Okay, that film was utterly terrible. I don't know if such an insane character can actually work outside of comics, but it looks like Marvel is going to try and find out if the rumors and the word of mouth are true. Norman Reedus, aka the guy from The Walking Dead, is rumored to be cast as the MCU's Johnny Blaze, which I really like that casting, and considering Marvel Studios' near-perfect record up to this point, I have hope for die-hard Ghost Rider fans that we can see a redemption for the character. As speaking as a die-hard Daredevil fan who paid to sit through 2003's horror show of Ben Affleck as Daredevil, nothing was more satisfying than watching the Netflix show of Charlie Cox for 3 wonderful seasons show exactly why Daredevil is such an amazing character. I am hoping for the sake of all you Ghost Rider fans out there and myself that we can get a good live action version of Johnny Blaze. Fingers crossed. But the question you want answered, should we care about this book? And the answer is a very fiery yes. Ghost Rider is a much loved and a gem of the comic book world. While never hitting the heights in the mainstream success, mostly due to his dodgy Nicolas Cage films, he has a very special place in comic book lovers' hearts. The book itself of Marvel Spotlight number 5 is actually highly sought after in high grades, as it's one of the hardest Bronze Age books to get a 9.0 or better. This is due to the predominantly black cover, which makes creases, color breaks, and other blemishes a lot easier to see as a result. On a character note, Ghost Rider is great because the character is so interchangeable. And here's just a few characters who have held the fiery skull mantle over the years. The Red Hulk, Johnny Blaze's brother Daniel Ketch, Johnny Blaze's biological mum Naomi, Agent Coulson from the Avengers movies, Frank Castle aka the Punisher. P.S. Frank Castle's one is known as the Cosmic Ghost Rider and he is awesome. Go read all of his stuff. I mean, hell, thanks to Jason Aaron's run in 2008, he shows literally everyone can be Ghost Rider at the same time. So yes, this is a super important book and is only a matter of time before we get a good iteration Johnny Blaze in live action and the comic's worst kept secret is out of the bag. That being, Ghost Rider is awesome. But that is enough from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy my content, please make sure you like and comment down below if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet. I would love to consider maybe hitting that bell icon and the subscribe button to come along with me on my YouTube journey. I've got plenty more comic content to come out in the future, so please make sure you're checking back week to week. But apart from all that, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, being amazing, and as always, I will see you in the next one.